Today we are going to start a new chapter. The name of the chapter is soil. In this chapter we will be studying the following things. What are those? We are going to study how soil is formed, what is soil profile, different constituents of soil, different kind of soil, soil distribution and crop in India, soil erosion, pollution and its consumption. Excuse me. These are the points which we are going to study in this particular chapter. So, first, before starting for the soil formation, we must be knowing what is soil. Soil is a minute particles or upper surface, upper crust of the earth, which we see, in which we plant trees and we do construction of building. That is the upper part of the surface of the land, that is made up of small pebbles, crushed humus, and withered rock. All those things together known as soil. So, how soil is informed? Soil basically formed with the help of weathering of rock. What is weathering? Weathering. You may understand the smallest definition of the soil formation is soil is formed by the weathering of rock. So, what is weathering? Weathering is when big pieces of parent rock crack and break down due to action of natural forces like sun, rain, wind, variation in day and night temperature. This is called weathering of rock. So basically what happens in weathering of rocks, bigger stone particles break down into smaller minute particles. This forms the soil. So how this happens? This happens naturally by weathering. What is the weathering then? Weathering is, as we all know that weather changes. Day to day weather is quite different. Like some days are very hot, some days are very cold, some are rainy, and some are having mixed season, like mixed weather, like rainy weather and hot weather and cold weather in the same couple of days. So basically, just because of this change weather, rock breaks. How it breaks? When rock get too much of heat up, when the rock becomes too hot due to the summers, and then rainfall comes and it cools the stone, due to which it cracks. And simultaneously, this process repeats for the couple of years, or we can say decades, which crack them or break these bigger stones into smaller pieces. And these pieces are also being broken by the action of animals and other sort of activities, due to which it is converted into very small minute particles. So this process is known as weathering of rock. Okay. Now this is stages in soil formation. First we have a bedrock. Bedrock means a bigger piece of rock which is covering the whole earth. So like this, the scenario will might have started. Then what that bedrock suffers from? That bedrock suffers from two things: sun extreme heat, due to which it becomes hot, and then rain. For millions of years this might have happened, and due to there were the cracks inside the bedrock. When those cracks widens, they forms bedrock. Okay, when those bedrock are filled with more small particles, so you can see in the third figure, this is the first stage. Okay, then this is the second one. This is the second one, where bedrock breaks and remaining place was filled with the soil, and then the soil particles are on the upper part, and bedrock settle down, due to which soils comes upward just for the lighter weight, and then the upper layer, which is made up of humus. So what is humus? Humus is a organic waste from the plant, dead animal. They all get stayed a grayish material which is found on the uppermost layer of the earth. That is a humus. So just because of that humus, plant grows. Okay, so there is a layer which is known as humus. So this is how the soil is basically formed, or this is a formation of soil. So these are the stages of formation of soil. First three stages are there. First is bedrock. Second, bedrock is facing rain and sun. Then bedrock breaks, and then formation of humus and soil is there. Okay. Now, what is soil profile? Soil profile is a pattern in which soil layers are arranged. How can we find out? So what we supposed to do? First, we keep on digging the soil. As we keep on digging the soil, and we will find it out various layers, small rocks, then bigger rocks in the pit. You know, accordingly, as we go more deeper, we find some other type of rocks and other type of soil. This layer of rock under the soil is called bedrock, parent rock, and all these layers when we arrange and we can say find out what in what layer what type of rocks are there. That is particularly known as soil profile. This we better understand by the help of this. This is a tree which we see, plants which are on the upper surface. We can see that upper region on which these plants grow is known as topsoil. What it is known as? It is known as topsoil. And where the roots gets water from the soil, it goes beneath the soil to deeper, that is subsoil. You can see in the figure itself clearly. Okay, topsoil on which a plant, we planted the plants or upper part of the soil. Below that where the root goes beneath, that is subsoil, and below subsoil there is a withered rock. Withered rock means the rock which has broken down into smaller pieces, that is withered rock, and below that there is a bedrock. So this is how we will find, or we see the, we can say, soil profile. We can prepare this soil profile at our home. How we can prepare it? We can take a disposal glass, and we can take bigger particles or stones first, then smaller than that, then smaller than that, and after that there will be sand, and accordingly we will find that out that we have a different layer of soil we are having. That is how we can prepare the soil profile. You can if you can able to assess that thing, you can make it or prepare a soil profile and just send that thing to my WhatsApp so I can see. Okay, so this is soil profile. Now, different constituent of soil, what the soil is having, so that is more important. Soil is having rock particle, means different size particle which is a part of clay, sand or gravel. They are known as rock particle. Soil is having minerals, various sort of minerals the plant get. Soil is having humus. What is humus? It is made up of dead and decaying organic plant and animal, which is brownish color. Other than this, what soil is having? Moisture. Yes, moisture, water is there. Air also is there so that the insect or microorganism beneath the soil they can breathe. So soil is also there, the air is also there. And last, soil organisms, which is known as microorganisms like earthworm, millipedes, ant, termites, all these are present inside the soil. So basically there are 6 things which are present in the soil: rock particle, mineral, humus, air and soil organism. Okay, so students, this is all for the day. Do read this topic properly and do prepare soil profile with the help of disposal and different types of sand. Thank you very much.